Hi everyone, good morning, afternoon, right? Whenever you guys are watching this. So, prior to Mother's Day, right? Well, last week we worked on Mother's Day pretty much the whole week. We learned about plants, right? We learned about plants, parts of plants, the life cycle, all of those things. Well, this week we're gonna focus on one book, okay? It is a fiction story, okay? And it is called Tops and Bottoms. Now, throughout the week, you're gonna watch the same video, and then each day in Google Classroom, you're gonna have a different activity to do, okay? So maybe one day you're doing problem and solution, right? What was the problem? How did the character solve it? Maybe one day you're taking a look at rabbit. Maybe one day you're taking a look at bear, okay? As characters and what their character traits are. Maybe one day you're looking at what the lesson was of the story. Okay, the moral, which is what we talked about in school for a whole 3 weeks when we were doing module 8, right? Back and into reading. So sit back, relax. I love the story. The pictures are great and it is super, super funny. Tops and bottoms. And it does have to do with plants, which is why I talked about plants in the beginning. All right, all set? Issue you back. Okay. It's kind of hard to get this in the camera, so just kind of stick with me here. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear with lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son, but all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Okay, so far we met Bear. He's lazy, he's not a hard worker, he doesn't want to work hard, right? And he was kind of just given all this money by his by his dad. Not too far down the road lived a hare, almost like a rabbit, okay? Although Hare was clever, smart, he sometimes got into trouble. He once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all his land to a bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something." Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. Okay, so now we meet Hare. We see that he's poor. Okay, he's basically lost all his land in a bet, kind of gambled it away, right? And they need to come up with a plan. And they need to come up with a plan quick. The next day, Bear hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We could be business partners," Hare said. "All you need is the field right here in front of your house. I'll do all the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle." "Yes, sir, Bear. We're in this together. I'll work, you sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what will it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you. Tops or bottoms?" Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. "I'll take the top half." Hare, "Right, tops." Hare smiled. "It's a done deal, Bear." Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good to me, guys. It almost sounds like Hare has come up with a really tricky plan to trick the bear into getting his land. I don't know, let's keep going. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Okay, again, while Bear sleeps. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You got the tops and I got the bottoms." Guys, we know about plants already. A lot of vegetables. Where are the vegetables? On the top or on the bottom? This isn't looking good, but let's see. Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. So when we talk about tops and bottoms, we see carrots, we see beets, right? We see radishes. What did Bear get? Nothing. The tops of those vegetables mean nothing, right? Bear stared at his pile. Hare, all the best parts are in your half. You chose the tops, Bear, Hare said. Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You planted this field again, and this season I want the bottoms. Hare agreed. It's a done deal, Bear. Do you guys think, though, that Hare's going to plant the exact same vegetables? Thumbs up if you do. Thumbs down if you think he's going to keep tricking that bear. So Hare went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, they watered, they weeded. Okay, while Bear's sleeping again. Okay? Bear has no idea what's going on because he's constantly sleeping, right? He's not actively a part of the growing and the watering and any of the crops, right? Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You've got bottoms and I've got tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. Uh-oh, guys. When we're talking about lettuce, we're talking about broccoli, we're talking about celery. Do you want the top or the bottom? You want the top. Yep. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. "Hare, you've cheated me again." But Bear, Hare said, "You wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled, "You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice and you owe me a season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear." Now, guys, if I was Bear, how could you solve this problem? Yeah, maybe wake up, right? Maybe figure out what's going on your own farm. So Bear went to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, they watered, and weeded. Then they watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! This time you get tops and the bottoms." There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots and the bottoms and the tassels at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle of the place, them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. "See, Bear, you get tops and bottoms. I get middles. Yes, sir, Bear. It's a done deal." This Hare is a trickster. Wow. I have never read a story where the character is such a trickster. How would you feel if you were Bear right now? I'd be very, very mad. But Bear was wide awake. "That's it, Hare," he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles." Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road towards home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare brought back his land with the profit from the crops. He and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear lived happily ever endings as neighbors, they never became business partners again. Okay, and so again, we see by the end that Bear learned his lesson, right, guys? Bear learned that you have to work hard in order to make money, and then at least he learned that lesson, right? Even though Hare wound up being a complete trickster. I hope that you love that story. It's one of my favorites this time of year, right? And I love that it teaches you, if you want to accomplish something, if you want something good for yourself, okay? You want success. You have to work hard, okay? Bear didn't work hard, and he got nothing for an entire year of harvesting. He could have made so much money, right? He had the farmland. See, Hare was able to make his money back, right? And get his house back and live happily ever after just from one season of crops. So again, the lesson is definitely, if you work hard, good things will happen to you, right? Okay. If you have any questions this week with any of the work, let me know, but I hope you love that story, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.